1,000 players simulate civilization, rich versus poor. I've been ducking this video since it came out. And like, it's not because I didn't want to watch it. By the way, we are on Twitch, but it's not because I didn't want to watch it. We got IsiahCozy on the screen. It's not that I didn't want to watch it. It's just that 2 hours, bro. I'm basically about to sit here and watch a movie. Don't be surprised if I stretch in between this, or if, you know what I'm saying, I might grab a snack at some point. All right, let's not. I'm going to still be listening, but let's lock in, bro. This is what I'm spending my day doing today, bro.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive...
You got food? Nah, you know, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to eat cleaner, so I got some water. And if worst case scenario, I'll go grab my fruit bowl downstairs. You need some snacks for a movie? Bro, yeah, facts. Make sure y'all go get snacks. W chat, they remind y'all on YouTube, go get snacks. I got my water, though. We good.
Islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
For real?
Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm on the island with nothing, I'm hungry. I'm catching about 4 or 5 bodies before I get out of there. I'm hungry, bro. What do you mean?
It's up to each player to work with what...
But wait, do they got minerals? Does the green islands come with... You know, watch the video. I'm not gonna try to pause too much.
Between the islands, or will there be war?
Yo, Illy with the big sub. Appreciate you, my boy.
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video.
See, I've never watched this.
The Rich and Poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Okay, this kind of intense.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
I think A9 was in this. Yeah, I know a couple YouTubers that were in this. People get clout off of this too. Like if you have like a crazy performance. I was gonna sign up for the one coming up recently, but I didn't even know. I'm not tapped in enough. So now I'm tapped in, and I'm actually, you know, maybe the next one I'll pop into. But yeah, they be looking fun.
Good luck, everyone.
And by the way, I like to let y'all know I'm rooting for the poor. Not because they're poor, but because they the underdogs.
Players began to explore their new home.
It just depends, because they might be able to form a democracy, right? Like share resources, give y'all a plot of land because it wasn't right for y'all to spawn over there. So we could give y'all a section to mine, and y'all could keep that for y'all. But respectfully, we spawned here, so we get about like 75. Y'all could get 25, and we just, you know what I'm saying? We could just peace treaty, but somebody might just snipe you without even having a conversation. So, and also like, who died and made me king, you know?
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. Nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
Think about it, Chapman's. Kane, you seen this already?
Players realized that
Dom, you seen this?
Civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no! No, no, no! Help!
No way, that's how he died.
A volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Oh, yo, this is fire.
This killed a lot of people.
Really?
Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big.
I really hope the people that start out with a lot help the people that started, like, or like think about them. They might not know, but once they know, I hope You know, maybe they're like, we'll build houses for these guys when they come over here. I just feel like that's the right thing to do. Let's see.
But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile,
well, you could just make a bridge. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, make a bridge.
Ooh.
They're vibing. Great time.
Hey, guys. Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Solid water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth.
So my whole question is, how long does this last for? I guess they make their own drama. I don't know. Obviously, somebody's going to be a bandit.
You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people...
Bro, as soon as I play this, I'm be like, do you guys want to make rules? Like, can we come together and make rules and agreements? And if we have agreements, we come up with punishments that we're all okay with.
Found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
No.
She forcing you to...
Look at the E-boys already. Look at the shining knights in armor already going around their E-girls, bro. This is sickening. It's just like real life.
Work up here.
Hey, no. Double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the
I'm
people
loaded.
Who were thrilled
What's up, brah?
with their new
Cozy act like he wanna do the
with
same.
their wealth.
I wouldn't
They
be
were
popular.
very optimistic
I'm a nobody in
about
this
their
world,
future.
bro. I get to restart. I'm going to just make regular friends, and we're going to make a little community,
By the end
and
of
we're
the
going
first
to take care of
day,
each other.
players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, I know. We're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged.
Nah, the way he edits this is fire.
More communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you get what the frick?
You get nut-ish.
Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no! I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
I would backdoor somebody for diamonds.
What type of people would choose to?
We don't gotta talk about that.
Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo.
This was
Yo.
Lupolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His
No
goals were very
way.
simple: make friends and get rich.
That's literally what I would be doing too. But he has a gimmick with it, so people are like, we're following Mario.
Hold on, please, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh.
What? They found netherite?
Don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations.
Does he have multiple hosts?
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation
Yeah.
named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates,
Wow.
bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Ooh, conflict? Hold on, I'm here for the drama.
Hey, you guys
I'm running down on
can't be
Cassville.
destroying the beach.
Who are you?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Who is you talking to? Who even are you? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Oh, man.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one.
Wow.
Strength.
He's the evil overlord. We're actually 5 nations. Yo, that's the evil overlord right there. We gotta watch him. Krillin, I'm watching him.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders
Yeah, the Commonwealth is running it.
And wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others.
Wow.
Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was
And there's no respawning resources. Did he talk about this? Am I slow? Well, maybe you guys can tell me, but is there any respawning resources in this?
much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
People died on the easy island?
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event.
I'm pretty sure they made resources limited.
Remy the Rats was running his restaurants when he received a
No respawning
from
resources?
a player
Bad.
named Spoon.
Knight, I need food. I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He
Rising
was known
leader?
for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions.
That's
That
fire.
is
What's wrong with that,
until-
though? Oh, they murdered!
Oh my god.
Who is a traitor?
Wait. They tried to assassinate bro. Died. Okay, hold on. That's gonna make Spood a martyr.
Assassinate Spood!
That way got aura now.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to
Wow.
him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named West Helm.
Wow, that's epic. That's epic. You say he hit the Trump post.
This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive...
Yo, he said these people made me emperor. Yo, he's having a great time.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievable.
Yo,
Elliot,
Remy. Wait, if Remy's part of they clique, then yeah, they got some.
To take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
Oh, they put his head on a
For the first
stake.
time, it seemed like the people of Island 1
Yo.
had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was...
Yo, they really made him a tyrant. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they're definitely going to war with the other island. There's no peace. You see, them boys hungry. I told you them boys was gonna be hungry, man.
finally starting to develop civilization.
Boys hungry.
But not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven. Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Dang, there's nothing.
This
They're
lava layer
working
ended up
too.
killing a lot of people.
Oh no.
That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environments of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, fact, artists on
Wow.
Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather
Wow.
concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just
Weenie.
survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa! Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased!
Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming
Oh,
down.
those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really? Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
Wow.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If
Wow.
anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Yo.
Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
Group of immigrants.
We're not here to invade, I swear.
Oh, I got
We're not here to invade you, we promise.
why are y'all here? It's you mother.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all.
I didn't do anything. Okay. The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off.
Oh, so they just move.
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Cass is not a good leader, bro. I hope that she has a retreat plan for a counterattack just in case of invasion. Because if they got invaded right there, they was all dead.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor, ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground.
Yo, they got their own little...
And the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
The island was big,
they're gonna
but
get
also extremely
they're gonna
dense,
get
flooded with
the things that
jungles and
I ain't gonna lie, Barbie Island, I can't wait to see what they do to that island.
As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
For real? What are they about to do?
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light.
I would have been part of this group.
Luminara.
I would have been part of this group.
The migrants
I would have been part of this group.
Called their civilization Luminara.
I would have been part of Luminara.
They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors.
I was gonna say the diplomats too.
See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the 2 islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith.
Yo, that is what I'm talking about. There's a secret society within them, bruh.
To perhaps bring about world peace. But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong.
Then this is what you do. Now you set up a defensive system for that. You give them the option for the people who actually do want to pass. But they could always Trojan horse. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it just depends what type of game you're trying to play.
We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies.
Why are they
How
enemies?
we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What the hell?
What if 3 What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
That's nuts. There is no Warren Bossing say. That's the secret society, bro.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next. Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes.
They picked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here. So this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Yo. Yo.
They're boiling him. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
GG.
The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
What we expect.
All right. Well, I'll go. By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
Oh, wow, that's really smart.
Go underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spoon left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the trouble.
So if Benji is able to link with Luminaries, they might. It just depends who's the first to link.
Troubles of Island 1. Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
The pufferfish. Quick. There it is.
All right.
Yo. That boy doing miracles. I would have a cave inside of a wall, but just speak, scream, and Latin. Anyone who came in. Yeah, that's funny.
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Al-Karasina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for
Hello,
Mario.
anyone?
Hello, it's me. Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very
all the criminals they would have put to the meeting.
They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
The Blue Cross.
At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
So they're vibing, okay? That's what I like to see. Good. It's definitely some good production. Ish is going crazy.
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth.
What is happening?
They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their own land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
Bro, I told you, Coraline. I told you.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the
I'm surrounded by idiots.
done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Yo.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition.
Wow.
Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy.
Oh my gosh, that's a reaction YouTuber. I know that guy. That's crazy.
True one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Hours because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Oh, they killed?
What? Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing out.
Thank you so much. Hold on, we got our food in the middle of the watch. Steaming. Hold on, I gotta show you. Oh man, that's great. Hold on. I want y'all to actually see this plate. Great seafood, bro. Good seafood. It's boiled plantains, shrimp, fish, a lot of peppers. Perfect for what we need to get through this video also. Really quickly, I want to give my thoughts on some of the things happening in this. I feel like Island 2, right? The rich island. I feel like they're cooked. They're cooked. Because they're like basically what we say in my language, vant yo plan. Like they're satisfied. But the other ones, I'm telling you, they hungry, bro. They coming. And if they all unite under the Blue Cross banner and then use Luminaris as like the Trojan horse entry, spood. That boy might be the god of the world.
Side diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
What? People are being colonized?
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command,
Fluxion. Hopefully Flux don't screw them, bro, because Flux's mindset is different from his king's.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any
Oh, yeah.
Saps, where are you going?
That boy Saps became a legend.
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh, no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
He doing what he got to do.
I'm accidentally going to cause a war.
He's actually gonna cause a war. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, I gotta be part of the next one, bro.
Welcome.
If I don't die early and they let me into politics,
Great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Joe.
Bro, Flux? Like, why is Flux? Bro, I would have assassinated him. He's a problem. His mindset is a problem. How many people actually knows how he thinks? Sorry if I'm spitting at the camera, by the way.
We'll finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them...
Right, you can exactly... Oh, thank you so much. Oh. All right, man. Let's keep going. So my whole thing was like they should have a package ready for them. So upon arrival, Island 1, they have like a bunch of chests full with food, ores, you know what I'm saying? Just as like to let them know. Like, we love y'all.
Instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. He wants to be the antagonist, bro. He decided before this all took place, he was going to play that role, bro, because there's no way.
Is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point. Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy on the table. There's a guy on the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys. Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal. To kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any
he got paid for this.
Our nations,
no way.
It'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa. Are you crazy?
What? This is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Joe Feel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
too much. We can't do
Yo, this is crazy. He got paid for this, but he's a paid actor. I don't believe he's being like he actually thinking like that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
And nobody agreed with him. Flux tried. I'm not gonna lie. If Island 1 wiped them down, Flux can really say, I told y'all. I've been saying this.
Of sending aid.
If given this situation, this is what a nigga like him doing. I'm gonna be real. From my perspective, you need to have a safety bunker. There needs to be a location where when everything break out, the people who are not trying to be involved can go. You lucky I love you enough not to click off.
Meanwhile,
you can do whatever your heart
make
you feel like you want to do, bro.
Interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god. So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
Wait, what the hell?
Out there in Wasteland Island.
That's crazy.
Yo. And no resources to speak of.
Except on a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Elm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's fire.
Was the opposite. It had an army.
They got music going on. Yo, let me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm joining one of these in the future. I got to.
A storage system and a hierarchy from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spood, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
Glory to West Elm.
I gotta say.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
They're like, chain, that's fire.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
I mean, maybe if it erupts, it won't, like...
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Deep under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Oh, yes, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Oh, so they want to excavate the whole...
Pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had.
Yup, that's what I thought.
And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
So they're gonna give them a little bit.
So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Oh, wow.
Lingolini's
You gotta give her a little bit.
Infernus never asked for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
He's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Why would you do that?
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Smart.
There's so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
And Furnace
This
a joke,
mysterious
low-key.
civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island One Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Wow!
Money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit, okay?
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like the just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
The warden. Yo, they could low-key use that to their advantage.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations
Is it low-key
and
immersive? I'm
having
saying.
a good time.
That's actually a really good watch.
Yesterday, their leaders
I don't
had
mind it at all.
voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux
Flux made his own people?
Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values.
Control the media, that's
3 Below Zero,
facts it
as the
is.
leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Nah, you just made a villain. You literally just made a villain.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide
The secret society. I told.
if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend Saps finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though
that's so. I ain't gonna lie, damn. I know Saps got mad popular off of this, bro. That's definitely a top character in this whole little shit.
It's just
Saps is always, yeah.
Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah.
My fault, chat.
But
Food
just
spicy,
as
boy.
day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
What happened? GTA. That's fire. That's a fire transition. I'm like, they doing
Joe
these, bro.
Field, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
He gets assassinated? His man snaked him? Backdoor doom!
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way.
Oh my god, that must have been shocking to the server. Wait, that look-y shocked me. Seraphim assassinated Joe. Well, Seraphim probably didn't try to. Dang.
What?
Is it a coup?
No way.
It might be a coup.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Oh my god, yo, it's looking give me goosebumps. This is
Everyone was
crazy.
confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Joe Field. why. After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Dang, they gotta install a leader. I ain't gonna lie. This is where, what's the emperor name? Oh no, that's on the other island. Never mind. They don't have a leader like that. They need better leaders. Their leaders is too soft. They need to put Flux in command over there. I ain't gonna lie. If I knew I was part of this, bro, I would do a whole Minecraft series. I'd be PvPing every day, getting ready. All that just to die from fall damage.
Now, Island 2...
Wait, how many people died? I missed it. Damn, 392? Sheesh.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Bro.
No.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh, wow.
my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano.
Idiot!
And this news spread all across the island.
You know the Emperor on that. Emperor on that.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Lingualini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
Oh nah. GG.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully.
Blue Cross, GOAT. GOAT. The way they're portraying them, at least, because this is all produced a certain way, but without them, the whole thing would have been over with.
We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Wow.
So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
What?
Oh, Oh my god!
He killed him!
Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived.
Wow.
They did have their own...
Let people do what they want to do and just live in peace. Who knows that works? Who knew?
Problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition.
Yo, what is going on?
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you.
You're torturing him.
You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh.
What the?
Dog.
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
Yikes. Cass needed to be at that meeting, by the way. Hopefully she sent somebody.
Leaders and representatives arrived. There was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
Flux.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed
The
to
secret
attend
society.
this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
No. Is he gonna kill all of them? Wait, did he set up a trap to kill all the leaders?
Go. Removed.
No.
And
Cass didn't attend the meeting. Ah!
Wait.
No!
It's gonna happen today.
Leaders.
No. He's gonna kill everybody?
We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim.
Bro, why did I put that together? I was too busy munching on my nyam nyam to put it together. The secret society. I told you. Bro, I told you from before this even started, I told you there was gonna be a secret society. I told y'all. It always happens. Bro, the people who are within the inside, the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. And it keeps going. Is he going backdoor Saps? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Inferred his fake demons is killing me.
I told Seraphim to kill Jofield. And today, we will finish the job.
Ooh. Wait, why is Seraphim low-key what? Why is Seraphim sliding like this?
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do.
He put TNT inside of his friend's crib.
I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
Is the volume low or is it just me? Oh, my fault, y'all. My fault. Good call out. That's a good call out. Good call out.
The job.
Good call out. I didn't even see that.
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table if you agree with full KOS on Sarah.
No way.
Say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
He planted something inside of his house, bro. I'm telling you.
Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders.
Wow, backdoored his own mans.
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
There's no way.
But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
He did it. I knew it. I knew it, bro. Yo, who did he kill? Who got murked? Not because not everybody died by it. Krillin, T-Rocky.
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
And into the chaos, he gonna drop down. Is there more people?
Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? You have to find him.
They set Saps up. Yo, secret societies. That's what they do. Now Saps is a wanted man. I ain't gonna lie. It's only right that Flux take him in and let him stay in the bunker. It's only right. Unless Saps is stupid enough to you know what I'm saying, try to bring it all to light. Nah, never mind. Saps gonna snitch.
It was a new day, and Island 2.
The fact that Seraphim didn't get caught is crazy.
On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofield, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan. But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful.
Yeah.
Brimstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed.
Oh, wow.
What a tricolor.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really toward Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Yo, the secret society.
If you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow,
oh man,
the border
He died.
The two islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
Crazy. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Let's take a breather real quick. Let's take a breather real quick just for 1 second. So, bro, them boys, I ain't gonna lie, Saps is stupid. He kind of deserved what happened to him. He's stupid. Cause like, if you're about to host all the leaders, you need to be able to scan the premises. You need to make sure that everything is clear. But Island 1 about to get on that ass, boy. That's what I really think. I think Island 1, them boys hungry. They're gonna hear on the news that they're killing each other's leaders. On Island 1, ain't no major leader die. And under the Blue Cross, my only concern is Flux. Flux is the only he genuinely is the only person that can save Island 2. So I'm interested to see if he's able to navigate, orchestrating from the background in the shadows. But he needed Seraphim. Seraphim was a big player. I feel like they should have established a better escape route.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
Yeah.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
Wait.
But when
Wait. What? There's rockets in Minecraft? Bro, they're just installing these people. These aren't real people, bro. They're installing these plot lines. There's no I can't believe it, bro.
Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke. It went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
What? I didn't do anything!
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. A particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosurf. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
What is he?
That boy back.
Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosurf? Anyway, on Day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete. Yeah! What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in Westhelm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood.
No way.
The two leading figures are Westhelm citizen Ramsay and Westhelm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
Yo, it's always a conspiracy.
I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Second in command down. But Ramsay was immediately chased down by Westhelm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh.
Oh yeah, dead.
With Ramsay dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm.
Wow.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more
they got his pants
discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
I
agree. Oh, wow.
It's a Mario time.
Now,
it's Mario time.
Seneca's biggest ally was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano.
Wow.
This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Yes. Hell yeah.
That boy trying to get favor in the coalition. Hold on. That's a good play.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No,
that's sci-fi propaganda. That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
Wow.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So,
if I'm Seneca, I would have been like, y'all can mine there if y'all make me the leader of the Blue Cross Coalition. Simple.
Linguini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Wow.
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Linguini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Sheesh.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial.
Yeah, I was about to say put signs.
With the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because the orphan was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no.
No. Yo.
There we go. To the world,
he was just lacking
another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid.
Wow.
So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
Secret society, bruh.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Ooh. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said,
please don't die. It's crazy.
The trial of Saparada to find out
the biggest world trial
or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
Nah, their nation nice.
First.
Down in the mines, they all been searching for something. Down in the mines,
why is it up here? They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, are they bringing? They're bringing the warden up?
They're bringing it to the surface.
Why would they do that? Yo, Island 1 is turned! Oh, wow.
They made it rising lava?
A conspiracy. Now they think the volcano. Oh my gosh!
Remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft.
Bro, if they're able to,
bro, renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic.
Propaganda. Yo, they're so crazy.
The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
And the warden's out now. Ain't nobody gonna want to fight the warden. Yo, whose nation is that? They're cool.
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So some people who are not aware of Warden think that, yo, that's so crazy.
Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm.
They got the West Helm.
But the West Helm army was ready.
No way they beat it. That was Spoon! No way! Yeah, glory to West Helm! He's gonna get so much political power.
Come on! Oh my gosh!
Oh man! Yo, it ripped them apart.
Welcome to West Helm.
They said Remy's place. Oh, they got him. There you go. Cadastro. Oh my God, he's a legend. He's a legend. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, his clout is up. Yo, Remy was out of there. Nah, their transitions in production, I gotta applaud Ish. It's very good.
The defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder.
Wow, this is intense.
The murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling. Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough.
What happened to the guy who lives by himself? That's Sap, bro. He's on trial for murdering world leaders right now.
Faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Yo!
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 52. Toga, 5 rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Wait, but how does he know about the secret society? They must have had a meeting off screen. This is what I literally already predicted this. I said if they talked to him, he'd probably expose them, but I didn't know that he knew about them already. I knew that they were friends, but I didn't know that he knew that they were a wow.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed
Wow.
and framed by his friends.
Wow,
once,
IQ
but he
brain on
ended
a
up
million.
making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
Well,
Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
Nah, was that last line really?
I Judge time.
Bro, he couldn't have known that Three Below wasn't involved. I'm not gonna lie, if he figured that out by himself, yeah, he was dang that one hiccup.
Fine, Saps.
Can't even blame him for that.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes.
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
Bro, an innocent man. Yikes. The enlightened ones. I probably would have been part of the secret society personally.
Wait, is he running? No way. No way.
That boy think he dreamed. That boy dreamed.
Fall damage.
Come on, Saps, get away! No way he got away.
Where'd he go? Bodyguards.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
Nah, they're trash. I'm not gonna lie, they're not ready for Island 1. They're not ready for Island 1. Like, at all.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. Murderer.
That boy Saps might be dream.
Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the islands.
Saps, why did you do this?
I bet when people finally watched this video, they were like, no way. Man. Dang, they almost outnumbered them by 100. What are those, renegades?
Didn't it drop him soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, are those the world leaders?
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major
Yeah, that's probably
culture
crazy.
shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa.
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from
Yeah.
Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the
They're
flow of
taking the
resources
sheep.
wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing!
We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time,
and they did it.
Island 2
That's
feared
fire.
an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
So they're all friends, they're just cool.
It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just
So everybody died for no reason. Flux gotta be hung.
happy that they could finally
In the game.
enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
Yeah, they went straight to
That's it.
Cass's nation. Nah, Cass about to get a big boost in power.
At the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision.
he
had
moving?
decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
Smart move.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, But we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Linguini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said,
Smart.
the Cass Coalition was now bigger than
Yep,
ever
I told
before.
you.
On day 7, Cass
I knew they
hosted
would.
a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered
Wood
here
mommy.
today for the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth.
Makes
which
sense.
at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
And they don't even know what they doing.
Find and
Like,
kill Saps. But his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So
You gotta-
he sent out a lot of public
Yeah, I was
invites,
about to say.
especially to the people of Island 1,
Island
and
1.
it actually did work until one of the people who moved in was Night Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his
He figured it
secret
out?
plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. As long as Spoo doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided—
who top 5 for you, Cozy? Like, personally, I gotta say, number 1 is Flux, because the whole first half is all like most of the stories is Flux is doing. Like, as entertaining as it is, I say Flux. After that, number 2, I go Cass, just because Cass just been vibing. Like, her whole idea or ideology was just like, yo, let's vibe, let's all have a good time, and we'll figure it out from there. Like, let's start from that place of love and let's build out from that. And you seeing her, she getting so much influence and power over just that. And the people want to protect her as much as they can. So that's crazy. Number 3, I'll say Spood. I love the insanity. I hope he flips out and goes to war, because they've destroyed a warden. So, you know, and they might have some netherite tucked away. And I hope they link with the other people who are also good PvPers. If Spood is able to overtake them. Let me see. Number 4, Saps. We already know why. The fact that he escaped, crazy. Number 5, I say shout out my boy Hot Sauce Beats. I don't know if he's still alive, but the fact that I know him and he in there, that's crazy.
that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy.
Saps should have went to Island 1.
The border had just dropped. People were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
The bridge? Yeah.
Here's the bridge.
That makes sense.
No way. No way.
He's like, wait, is that Saps?
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Ooh.
Island 1.
To Island 1.
Instead of
He's a dog.
The Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa.
What? He's gonna take him in?
Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most militaristic organization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally
But Saps is also a dog, so if he's part of this and that's their warrior now,
to the Covenant,
that army is
immediately
nuts.
distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Because they want to show the loyalty and they want to make the link. Bro, don't tell me she ends up being like the most feared queen.
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite before anyone else, but because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still
The new secret
can.
society.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
Man, the hit squad. I low-key blame Cass.
The
Cass could have prevented it.
Had massacred the Lingolini Mafia.
The Mafia, they're not even about that.
Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
I don't think they care.
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and
That
his
boy,
crew
no
had gotten
way.
their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died.
What?
Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill!
On site. We hunted him down the other day. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Made everybody more cautious.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofield, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofield hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Fugitive Saps.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Skating on West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Can I speak to the glorious leader
fake
of
cash?
West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
That boy fortified.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Shpood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization,
Crazy
the
Gojo.
Alcaracina Pirates.
Yeah, they are outlaws.
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option.
Ooh.
I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
Yeah.
Need to leave?
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just here, I'll explain to you on a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now. It's all alone.
Sheesh.
Then climbed the mountains of Island.
Bro, he's
escaping
determined.
from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
Maybe he could go to the mountain.
And so he ventured into the snow. and started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by, and he planned to jump off.
Wow.
But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Oh. That boy better go get Flux. There's actually a good amount of people left, more than I thought.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death.
2 new prisoners.
Rit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dino's Earth. Ready, set, fight!
Oh.
That boy Remy on time and he didn't even wait. He's a legend to get to the wreck.
But that's sweet. Wait, some guy jumped in.
Yo, he tried to slide for Remy. Yeah, Remy a go. I ain't gonna lie, Remy my top 5.
Won his duel in the Coliseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of Dino's Earth, were expunged from his record by Emperor Shpood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy days for Emperor Shpood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Shpood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Shpood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Shpood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so
people have been trying to kill him since the
careful
beginning.
and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Shpood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder.
Yeah, you gotta get him back.
According to some of my sources, Night Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Shpood had sent spies across the world to find Night Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Shpood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to West Helm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Shpood's request.
War!
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Shpood erupt with fear.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They stop that talking.
Nah, I love Shpood, bro. Major player.
Shpood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
What?
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2.
Yeah.
It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with—
Bro, I'm telling you, she's gonna be— I ain't gonna lie, somebody gotta get her gone.
the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who are mostly cheese merchants and call themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish, I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What?
On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See,
nobody want to fight the Covenant.
Condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
That's motion.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support.
Right, that's smart.
And Spood
them boys were studying war.
How to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital
Saps.
the one person
Saps.
he knew.
Oh, and they can't say nothing! They can't say nothing to him! They can't say nothing to him. Oh my God, they can't say nothing to him because y'all harboring our fugitive. So we got one of yours. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, they saying why do I like Spood so much? Like you said, Felipe, he crazy, not stupid. That's fire. Stop playing with that boy.
Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
I ain't gonna lie, Turntap is low-key tapped in. Like, he messed with Spood. I don't think they're enemies. Like, they're cool people.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation.
They lost power. Oh, yeah. Wow.
To take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
No roof makes sense.
Meeting, Spoon first had Saps tell his story.
I have been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spoon's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spoon's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone.
Yo, this meeting is epic, by the way.
Board.
Like, this is how to meet. This is like a true meeting.
With West Helm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps
Good meeting.
and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I told you, Island 1. Ponto the big. Appreciate the sub, boy.
Been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died at the same time.
I ain't gonna lie, Saps is a legend. He's moving up for me. But right now, I ain't gonna cap. I might got Spoon #1 because he's
corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky.
Because Flux is not moving tack enough.
But as Saps,
He should have Flux should have been moving up the power rankings by now because he needs to bolster his power. Because Saps still alive, so they're gonna find out eventually.
Spoke. The
He moving too
people of
slow.
Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is.
But who?
What is that? What does
we
that
are
mean?
not
That's
going.
vague. What does that
Are
mean?
we going
What is the corruption?
Listen,
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
Would it underestimate Flux? I don't, but he not... What is this?
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions.
Wow.
Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah.
True.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, I have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient.
That boy, he said, I'm tired of waiting. Spood crazy.
Informed him that progress was stalling. Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm Army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
They're about to go door to door.
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys? They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm Squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own.
Yo, they're not like. Ain't nobody peeing this, bro. We dying about our nation.
West Helm then went around searching every house, every mine, every crevice of
wow, you just gonna let them run.
But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
They probably had a plan for this. All for one man? Really, Commonwealth? They falling.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick? Yeah. You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. For what?
Oh. You see that? You see that guy? Yeah. Isn't that Flux?
Yo.
Kind of looks like him, yeah. What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks? You go to show Cass.
Told you, Cass will end up being the most powerful leader, bro.
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
That's a good call. That's why Cass is untouchable, bro. She passed off her problems. She like, bro, this don't got nothing to do with me.
Wilson had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Well, he was friends with Saps, so it's not usual for him to be there digging for sand if he was helping him build the house. That boy's still in solitude.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own. Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill
Gotta bury that.
Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingulini's head.
What? Get up! Nah.
Lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
They start howling.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every
He has no support. What are you gonna do? You gotta stay calm.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
if everyone
Benji? Nah.
them, then we are not going to
Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingulini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingulini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
Yo, that's crazy dramatic. He didn't have to do all that. He could have just turned evil.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium. And
what? Oh, Elysium. On Infernus. Yeah. I thought it was about to say Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today...
No way! Flux is getting influence within the Blue Cross. Oh, OJ. Oh, OJ's.
A trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
This is so 2015,
now,
16 cozy, bro. I didn't even stream in 2015.
Was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
What we watching? This is the Minecraft Civilization. I ain't gonna lie, we're already 2 hours in, bro.
We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for
an arrest warrant. That's not that
incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Caste Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were guilty, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Fox is getting arrested by Tricolor. He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop. Don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium, and we're about
That
to
boy
seal off
being
the island too.
he making sure he's alive. Those new kids, I don't even know who that is. Assassin? That boy convinced. He don't need no conversation.
Oh, hey, what is this?
What?
They wanted to assassinate him?
It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away.
I ain't gonna lie, he convinced me. I ain't gonna lie. This man is big. And now Tricolor look guilty. I like this, bro. This is tough. I ain't gonna cap. They doing
without looking guilty. When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Trader. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat.
Wow.
You have two choices right now.
Wow.
We can drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough. All right.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
Nice.
If Tricolor still wanted to arrest him,
it's war!
Walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Well played by Flux.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
GG.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Simple.
This actually led to an alliance between West Helm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend
because he wants
the Commonwealth.
He wants the Commonwealth.
Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2.
Ooh,
and what made a lot of them
makes sense.
really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him.
Wow.
In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
That makes sense too.
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spoon could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
Yo, they're trying to kill me.
You
destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
Is Spood there too? Nah, Spood not gonna like this.
This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
Get the troops ready, bro. Start whispering. I'll be like, yo, get the whispers out. Everybody
behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Right, that makes sense.
Oh wow.
That makes sense.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
How about we put Saps
We can make that work as well.
and Arctis in the Coliseum?
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is?
Got him.
It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Have him. We do not know where he's
Spood is on one, bro.
He comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Yo, the fact that Saps has gotten this far is crazy. He got the best character progression for sure.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy.
Oh!
Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Saps getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
We're not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out. These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then,
who is that?
Someone's setting up dripstone.
On who? No. On who? Sap?
Oh!
Turntap!
And like that, Turntap was dead. Killed
Sheesh.
by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
They just made it, bro. They're making Seneca more powerful because now she has half a turn.
And the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
Wow.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Wow!
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Well, them Westhelm boys. Wow. Instant war! It's no conversation!
This is it.
Any green in the area is dead. They're not there. Bro, there's no way they get trapped, bro. Please don't tell me Spood go out terribly. You know they had a plan. I'm not gonna lie. Go back home.
Had been completely
go back
abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him.
What, except Flux?
Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
The Covenant? Wow. Dang, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey guys, welcome to Infernus.
What? The ultimate backdoor! It's over. You can't touch. You can't touch Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
There are so many people. Oh my God. Infernus is massive.
Wow. Yo, Cass got to side with Spood.
The Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops.
Yeah, them boys been vibing.
Made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. she
Yeah,
watched
Cass been vibing.
Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux?
Man.
See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why.
Fluxion.
Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty.
Nah, that's
Cass
nuts.
discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
Oh wow, she beckoned her hand.
Thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See?
All right.
Simple. I ain't gonna lie, that's decisive. Good leader. Ain't none of that extra war announcement. No, we go in, take them out, we leave.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Her best military.
Today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, 3 Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
No way. Cass on the way. I bet. Wait, is Cass gonna be a part of the invading force? If she is, she a real leader. If she not, then I don't know.
All right, let's go.
Oh, she ready? Oh, she's
and so
front
the
line.
Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Empyreon to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Empyreon would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
But are they on the bridge?
Oh, they're here. They're here. Flux is running. Oh, they're after him.
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh.
Okay, wait, surrender! Okay, surrender. I'm not moving.
Actually stopped.
Flux, you are under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage! And attempting my assassination.
Yo, it'd be crazy if you just kill Cass on some quick.
But there was a bit of confusion.
Yo, what if somebody just dropped a big TNT on them? I ain't gonna lie. If I knew this was happening and I really wanted to be a major player, I would get, bro. Imagine if somebody threw a TNT with a flint and man.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speak to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... He's running. He's running.
No way he has a trap, bro. If he has a trap, it's gonna be the best thing ever. He's about to assassinate everybody. Why would you follow him into a cave? Are they crazy? Are they insane?
Oh my gosh!
He didn't kill Cass though. He should have waited. They should have waited a little bit. Yo.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
Him and his right-hand man, them boys.
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
Jeez, that boy was had spies to tell him that.
Or so he thought.
Oh no. Would have never followed him into a cave.
I am so confused on what's happening
right now. My god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Yo, Flux got like 15 bodies.
Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
Dang, bro. Bro, he needed to get Cass out of there. He should have waited. If he got Cass out of there, it would have been.
How do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
I thought Cass might have made a move too impulsive for.
And now, instead of hunting for Saps,
I'm amazed how good this video is.
Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, he's about to go to talk to Infernus. No!
Queen Cinema. Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus.
That makes
under the
sense.
condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Why would you trust Flux to build your trap so that he could get y'all cooked? I mean, unless they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Wow. That way Spoon!
Alright.
Embrace Spoon!
Infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. We love you. Glory to West Helm.
Look, he was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
I ain't gonna lie, I agree, bro. Long live Spoon.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, let's go, everyone.
Wow, look at the scenes. Look at the scenes in West Helm. Glory. Nah, this is epic. I ain't gonna lie, Spoon got the most aura out of everybody. Look at Sat.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes! A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead.
Nah, this is actually fire, chat.
We storm the volcano, and we get justice.
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing. Come on!
Now I'm not gonna lie. If they do have like a hub pit, like you walk into the hub and it just falls, that'd be crazy.
All right, here we go. There's so many people.
Make me all blind with your civil rights.
How will they know who's on whose side though? Oh, the shields.
I think there might be a problem. It's good.
Yo, they really locked themselves in. They gonna have to set up a base. They got colored name tags? No, bro. Green is Island 2, orange is Island 1, but they're all mixed in together now. I am locked in. I ain't been locked in a video like this a long time. Yeah, how does this war play out?
Water on the lava, but the water still burns.
The water still burns. Ooh. Yeah, you still can't touch the water.
Send out the covenant now, right now.
Covenant is the first wave?
Go, go, go,
oh.
go, go. Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Yeah, they're confused. They don't know what's going on. They're gonna cripple them from the back, and then while they're distracted, look at the climb to the tower. It's like Lord of the Rings. Look at the push to the top. Oh my gosh.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
The Covenant, them boys.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it, they got it.
Everyone retreat, retreat, retreat.
No, that's how Remy went out. Sheesh. The siege, bro. Sieging a castle is so hard, bro.
Final push, here we go.
Dang, people getting sniped. No legacy. Ooh, he's one of the leaders, bro. That's gonna kill morale. The hub trap. I knew it. I knew it. You gotta have water ready. You gotta have blocks ready. You gotta have everything, bro. Straight PvP kit. Yo, they're all the way at the top of the tower. Where's the queen? Oh, no way they found. No way. Oh! Seneca's down! Retreat! Retreat! Spoon! Yo, get Spoon out of there! Oh, wait, any flux! No way the siege was successful. No way Flux survives. Oh no, wait, no. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. Flux ain't die. What's up, Melon? I ain't gonna lie. Yo, he's not dead. Yeah, he's a genius. He's a genius. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's between Flux and Spood, because Spood's still alive, too. He had secret. Of course he did. Of course, bro. He's Lumerian. Do we not remember what their original identity was? The Enlightened Ones. He's the evil genius of the Lumerians. Bro, they know traps. They think ahead. You think he didn't know that they weren't going to fall? He just need to buy a few more days to get a new plan going. Wait, bro, people like Flux have to die immediately. You can't let him talk. He has amazing DPOI, bro. He been ready for this.
No, of course he has a total. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! I saw him! We're gonna kill him! Run away!
The siege of the castle.
He's missing?
Hold on.
He want to meet one-on-one. And Thomas? Yo, him and Thomas are like Batman and Robin.
Oh, come on.
Cass ain't die.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's go.
Spoon and Saps versus. Ooh. The final 1v. Nah, that's fair. Oh, nah, this is crazy. Ting! Ting, that went Clapton!
Yeah.
Netherite sword! I know he about to.
No to a friend, can I?
Yo.
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
That boy Thomas lurking. Thomas gonna hop in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, this is a crazy follow-up from the war. It really is like the end of a movie.
I can't watch this.
I ain't gonna lie, Saps is nice with, bro. Flux is nice too. That's a good fight. I think the evil genius is probably gonna come out, and he's gonna be vindicated if he wins, right? Probably not. Oh, he put that boy on fire. Where'd he pull fire from? GG. I ain't gonna lie, saving that lava bucket for that moment. Wow. Goosebumps. That's fire. It's good storytelling. Dead up!
Oh my god.
Good job, Saps. Good job.
Wow. That's a storybook ending.
Saps had killed Flux. And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Tom is still alive. Are you sure? Thomas is Robin, bro. That lava bucket killed him. He ain't even see him because he pulled it out late in the fight. Dang, a lot of people died.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Who died?
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Yeah, mad people. Dang.
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle,
the king,
and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the cool
Man, war is so sad. Because nobody
Island
wins
1
in
had
war,
taken
bro.
the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I meant dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to
Yo.
Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
Oh, Luminara and Elysium.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Wow.
Those brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Night Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Where's Spood? He didn't give Spood an outro.
Yeah, we still have some work to do.
Spood!
We'll catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200
Oh, nah.
leading Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now.
Wow.
Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Wow. Not like this, Thomas.
When we first met, I ran away screaming.
Oppenheimer.
I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us.
Yo.
3, 2, 1.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow, falling into
What a good guy. If I was any other character in this world, I'd be crying. It was a good movie. Transition 5. It deserved a clap. It deserved a clap. It deserved a clap. It deserved a clap. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. That boy Ish, he did that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, we might gotta watch another one tomorrow because they have other ones. They're shorter though. They're like an hour, 30 minutes, whatever, or just like an hour. But I ain't gonna lie. I see why they say this was the best video of 2025. It totally lived up to the expectation, and it wouldn't have been that good without Flux, without Sap surviving, without Spood being insane. Like they just had so many characters in there that were able to live for so long. Dang, bro, that's nuts how that works. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching so much on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what else I should react to. Come to the Twitch. That was good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was great.